I had fallen off the monkey bars, and after a teary display, a boy reached his hand out to me and asked if I were okay. I didn't say anything, I just sat there, and after a minute, he sat down next to me in silence. It was a very pivotal moment in my life because I realized that was the moment that I met my best friend. When I met him, we were about around the age of 11, and the one thing I could tell you then that he was big in values, he's big in patience, and he was big in compassion. Zach isn't your everyday person. He is a very calm individual. Even when he was a kid, he would, for example, kids would go out on recess and they play around the playground. Zach would find a spot and sit and watch and wait till it was over. Kind of what he does today. He sits in his room and he plays video games in solitude. Zach lives a very free, carefree life, but he's not without his struggles. Zach is diabetic and he has struggles taking care of his financial need for his medical costs. And because of COVID, it's hard for him to socialize. Zach Dodson is everything I could ask for in a best friend because he's patient, he's loyal, and he's very caring. First, let's talk about his patience. As I grew up, I went into the military, I got married, and I had a kid. So time isn't something that I personally have a lot of. Zach is the type of guy that didn't care about how much time I could give him, but instead how much time he could give me. Even when I didn't have time to spend, he was always there for me. He never once complained that I couldn't give him enough. Instead, he never dwelled on past issues. Instead, he likes to learn from his mistakes. When Zach's in the pursuit of something, his patience really shines. Like one time, it took this man 3 years to go to save enough for a trip to Japan, when originally it was only supposed to take him a year. I've learned many friendships don't last outside of high school, and life can take people to different places for school, for scenery, and even for service, like the military in particular. However, no matter how far Zach and I were, even if distances took him as far as Afghanistan, he's always stayed by my side. Zach is one of the most loyal people I've ever met in my entire life. And so I can catch him on things if he's lying and things like that because I know him so well. And I know when he's telling the truth. And I can say without a doubt that this man has never lied to me once for anything in particular. He doesn't like to keep secrets, but he is the perfect person that I can confide to whenever I need someone to be there. So far I've been into Zach's character and what makes him a great friend through his patience and his loyalty. The biggest thing, though, that I can honestly say about him is how much he cares for people. And not just myself, but just for the individuals around him. From what I learned is that people have a varying degree of how much they care. But Zach is an individual that would basically give, for example, his entire paycheck away to someone who's in need of it. He's the big brother in every situation. He's always trying to pay for practically everything. Like, if this guy is such a dude, he's such a great guy. He's the kind of guy who is generally short on money because he doesn't particularly have the best job, but he's rich at heart and he tries to give what he can. Zach is literally a call away for anyone in need. And for example, a guy over Facebook asked if he can get a ride from the airport from literally anyone. Zach took the call and he went to pick him up and took him home. Zach is constantly donating to different charities, to churches, and good things with good causes. Most importantly, though, he's always been there for me in a variety of personal situations. In conclusion, Zach is the best friend and honestly the biggest role model I could have ever asked for. Zach's friendship was like the brotherly bond I've never had. And if I can go back in time and answer his question one more time, if I was okay, I would tell him absolutely, and it's only going to get better from here. Thank you.